How to start dropshipping for $0 step by step. Hello everyone, welcome back. Now, if you're someone that is trying to start a dropshipping business, but you always end up hitting a paywall, hitting a roadblock, and then thinking, hey, everyone else is doing it. How am I going to do it differently? Well, today's video is definitely for you because in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the real way to get started with dropshipping, whether or not it's still profitable, and how you should approach dropshipping because things have changed drastically in the past couple of months with the innovation of new AI tools. You can separate and build a brand identity with dropshipped products as well. So there are two primary ways that you can get started with dropshipping. I'm going to cover and explain both of those. So let's jump right in. Now, first off is the platform that you're going to be using to sell your dropshipped product. I recommend Shopify. It's the most popular e-commerce platform for a reason. It gives you a really nice framework to get started with. Now, when you're starting off with dropshipping, you can have two identities. You have two different kinds of ways that you can get started. So the first way that you can get started is by basically creating your own brand. You can market your own brand. You can popularize your own brand. Usually you're going to start local if that is your strategy that you want to get started with. If you're just trying to find pretty products and you are going to sell them under your brand name, you're just trying to establish yourself as a designer or as a creator. That is the first strategy. Now, that strategy is great for a local business. But if you're trying to establish a international dropshipping business, that is going to be a different strategy. In that particular case, you're more so going to be following trends and the data. So in a lot of popular dropshipping stores that are pretty successful, I've seen that they usually pick a niche and they try to stay within that niche, and then they find the newest and most viral and most trendy products within the niche. That is the strategy that I recommend because it is a balance between the two. You're not necessarily limiting yourself to only one trend, you're not limiting yourself to one niche, but it also is going to help you ensuring that you stay relevant and you have some type of product at all time. So you guys can see that we have so many different searches, and the way that I like to do some of my research is by using Google Trends. I'll show you guys exactly how. Now, first off, once you've chosen whatever niche you want to choose, how you want to set up your store, you can head on over into Shopify and sign up completely for free and set up your Shopify store. Now, once your store has been created, I always recommend to optimize your store. And this has become very simple. You can just click on this AI agent and then you can ask it anything. It can help you with a lot of your basic store setup. Then you're going to research, and this is the hard part because a lot of people skip this part and they're like, oh, okay, I can sell whatever trending product there is. So people go onto platforms like CJ Dropshipping and they look at, okay, this product is trending, I can easily sell this product, whatever, and they just proceed. And that is the strategy you don't want to go with because right now, the market for these kinds of stores has completely disappeared. Now, there used to be a super popular trend. These kinds of stores did really well, where they basically sold like a bunch of different kinds of products and everything was, jumbled up together, and people still enjoyed those products. Now, people are looking for more specialized stores. So, what you're going to do is that you're going to pick a niche. Let's say you can look at these products to get some ideas. Once you have a niche in mind, you're going to go into your target location. Let's say ideally I'm looking for customers in Canada. So I'm just going to go into Canada and then I'm going to look at the past 7 days, and then I can go into all of these trends and see any of the products that might be related. Now you might say, hey, how am I going to find products that are related to these trends? These are mostly celebrities. Well, you're going to have to do a lot of research. So you're going to go through all of these pages and you might think, hey, this is pretty redundant. Although it does seem quite a bit redundant initially, it is very important that you do so because when you actually take a look at the trends and the data, you start understanding how you're actually going to get more clicks, how you're actually going to get more people interested in your product. And this is really, really, really important. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take a look at the next And these are all of the trends: football, splitgram. And then you guys can see that we have quite a few different trends, and you can even pinpoint which trends might be related to a product and which are just general trends that you're not really going to get much out of. However, you can just browse through all of these. Now, you can even just simplify this by selecting a certain category or searching for something. So let's say I am looking for gift items, and I can go into explore in Google Trends. So you can go to trends.google.com and you guys can see a bunch of different trending terms. I'm going to search for gift because I want to build maybe a gift shop. So I want to see the interest over time. You guys can see around Christmas, the interest went really up and then it went down. Then we can see related topics and then related queries. Looking at the general result, I do see that there's not like a good market for this. So instead, I'm going to look for maybe crochet. I want to search the crochet topic, and the interest is pretty high. It is dropping a little, but the general interest seems pretty high. If I scroll down, you can see related queries, and then we can see related topics. Now, in these related queries, I have crochet hooks. Then I have flower bouquets, crochet bouquets, free crochet patterns. Now, once I have decided a niche, I think this is a pretty decent niche. I can go into CJ Dropshipping or any other dropshipping supplier. You can go with Alibaba, you can go with AutoDS, you can go with any Shopify integrated dropshipping provider. You can go into settings if you're not sure where to find a good supplier. Go into apps, go into the Shopify app store, and once you do, you just search for dropshipping over here. And you will find some of the top picks. This includes Alibaba, AutoDS, Pocket, Deezers, Dropshipment, Zendrop, as well as Sub Dropshipping, Reputon, Pocket, Trendsy, Zopi, CJ Dropshipping. So you have so many different dropshipping partners. So you're going to go into any one of those that you prefer, and you're going to search for the item that you looked up in Google Trends. So I'm going to search for crochet over here and see the type of products that I can find related to crochet over here. So I'm just going to first sign on into my CJ account so that I can find products and browse in the CJ directory and look for products. And once I've searched, I'm just going to log on, and then once I've logged on, I can then proceed with searching my term. So I'm just going to search for crochet, and then you guys can even choose the location that it ships from. You guys can see initially I have a bedside pillow. I have crochet hooks, which is something that I found in my search term, so I think this would be a good product to sell. This would also be a good product to sell, where it's a complete crochet set where people can start crocheting. And I want to look for crochet flowers, so I'm just gonna search for crochet flowers over here, and I'm just gonna look, and you guys can see I have crochet flowers and even crochet bouquets. So people were interested in those kinds of products as well, and the prices on these are pretty decent as well. $6, $3 for this. So I do think that this is a pretty great deal, and all I need to do now is to connect my Shopify store, and then I can start selling my products. Now, this gives you the basic idea on how to get started with dropshipping. After that, you can automate this by going into Hollow AI and using it to make your marketing materials, or you can use Canva. That's fine when you're starting out. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next.